Boom.
Ready to go.
Let's go. All right. Let's do this, brew this. All right.
Count us down.
3, 2, 1. All right, BobbyKicks.
We're back at it, man.
We're back, man.
What we do best.
Yes.
What you got over there?
Ooh.
You told me a little bit about it.
I did.
But I don't know what to expect out of the shoe.
I did.
So obviously they're shoes.
Transparent. This is the Air Zoom generation, aka the LeBron ones. Okay. Now, people try to compare LeBron to Jordan.
That's always going to be a thing.
You know what? Yes, but I feel like it's his own entity, right?
Yeah.
See, Jordan messed basketball up. We saw such a magnificent type of greatness, right? That I don't even think people in the old school, the old era, before we were born, 50s, 60s, 70s, they didn't see a Jordan. They saw Dr. J.
Yeah, there's always a generation gap.
It is.
I get it.
It is influence. Jordan was influenced by Dr. J, blah, blah, blah. LeBron's influenced by Jordan, Magic. He's kind of his own hybrid.
I don't know if you've seen this clip. Let me share this with you about the whole LeBron versus like Jordan shoe thing.
Okay.
I don't know if you saw. I'm pretty sure a lot of people saw this YouTube clip, on IG on YouTube, someone. But the trainer, Jordan's old trainer. I forgot his name.
Yeah.
You know that?
What's his name, man? Tim Grover.
There you go.
Tim Grover.
But he said something very interesting about the debate between the two. Yeah. I'm not going to talk about debate. This is about the shoes, but just a kind of a little thing until people rob you for your LeBrons, Jordan's going to be the GOAT when it comes to.
That's horrible.
I know. It's kind of a weird comparison, but it kind of put things in perspective. No one's gonna rob you for LeBrons.
That's true, but
that's a weird standard, but that's just funny.
Tim Grover said that. Tim Grover. Did he get he had to get slack for that? He had to.
No, it was a funny little jab. It wasn't a serious you have to get robbed. It was just it was one of those things that kind of helped distinguish it.
Okay.
But enough of that. I mean, you got something special.
Yeah, but you know what? This is the 2023 Air Zoom generation. Nike came out with these. They gave no promotion. Right, it just literally just dropped on Nike or Nike.com, right? And I'm browsing Nike.com and I saw it wasn't even under new release. It was just actually, I went on IG, I went on Instagram, and I saw one of the thousands of sneaker
advertisers.
Not even advertisers. It's one of the pages I follow, right? Just to see what's new releases, things of that nature, just to always be up to date, right? And it said, hey, these LeBron Zoom generations. I was like, ooh. And I got a cool story behind these too. But this is the 2023 version now.
Cool.
This is the second time they retroed these.
Okay. So in total, 3 times. So the originals and then the 2 retros. Now I've seen these. I know what they look like. So it's not going to be a surprise unboxing, but I haven't seen them in person. I've never touched them myself.
So you've never seen them physically?
I've never seen them.
Okay.
I've seen people wear them.
Okay.
And to me, the LeBron one is very attractive looking.
It's different.
The reason why I like them visually is because they remind me of an old school basketball shoe. So I'm excited to see these in person. Yeah. So yeah.
Well, you know what? I want you to. This is a unveil.
Let me do it.
I'm gonna let you do it, but before
because I have the Jordan jersey on.
Listen. I love the GOAT. I'm a Jordan guy. LeBron's my 1B.
Okay.
For me, right? Jordan's 1A. Okay. LeBron's 1B. Just off of what I've seen in life. You know what I mean? Basketball.
Respect for sure.
Right. Shoes wise, I'm not. That's a whole.
The shoe game is different, right?
I like LeBron shoes, but once he went to Miami, things switched up a little bit, and then he stopped wearing his sneakers. Basically, when he went to Miami, he was inconsistent. That's a whole other. That's a whole other topic.
Okay.
So LeBron 1 through 7 is where my heart's at. Then you got a couple of jabs in there. The 8s are cool, the 9s are cool, but 1 through 7 is this is the original.
Cool.
Quick thing, Nike. This is from Nike.com. Come on, Nike. Look at this. I don't know if the camera can see this. Can the camera see this? Look at this. Come on, Nike.
That's the delivery, man. That's either UPS or FedEx, man. They don't care.
I know.
Dude, I've seen clips that these drivers do. They do that on purpose. They know when it's a shoe box.
Trash.
I'm just guessing, but that's sad.
All right, dude. All right, we're in 2023.
Something a little bit more durable.
Yeah, can we just get something come on, man. I don't even know if this is gonna affect.
I know. I'm interested to see how it damages. If it damages the box, hopefully it did.
We're gonna unbox these. Air Zoom generation first games, the real first games. He wore these in Sacramento. So these are like his original first game.
In Sacramento. Gotcha.
You just pull it up.
Oh, cool. So that's a little pull tab, easy. Oh, never mind. It wasn't that easy, but all right, let's pull it.
So this is your first time actually having these sneakers in hand.
Oh man.
I know.
Okay, there we go. Yes, first time actually seeing them in hand, and I'm glad.
That's cool. So this is cool. This is like
kind of renew it or reuse it. I mean,
no, if you want to return it.
That's what I'm saying. Like you can reuse the box.
For
sure, the box is already like half beaten up. Okay.
The first thing I noticed. Okay.
An orange box, an orange classic.
That was the original box in 2000.
All right. So they added some
originality.
Some original.
Yes, sir.
Homage to the original.
That's the original
I'm
box.
gonna put this aside here so it's not messy.
That's the original box.
All right, I'm seeing the labeling. It says cool. Air Zoom Generation.
Okay. Oh, see, look.
Box looks good.
Look right here in the corner. Look what it did to my box. Look at my box. Show the camera. Show that. Come on, man.
Okay.
Wah.
So this is where we differ in terms of like I don't mind that. Now I do care about the whole packaging. Like I want a box. I want the original box. I want the shoe paper, the paper, the tissue, and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But like little things here and there, because like I like to wear my stuff. So the little scuffs here and there tell my little story behind it. So.
All right. So what's your story behind this little division?
This is just carelessness. This is carelessness. Probably from the driver. I doubt this came from Nike like this.
I know. Nike.
It's probably from the delivery. But the box looks awesome. This is a classic like 2000s version of box.
This is 2003.
This is 2000s.
That's a good. I recognize that. Yeah, they mimicked it, man. But all right,
cool.
Here you go, unveil it, man.
Man, look at fresh paper, nice and crisp.
Nice and folded.
Right.
Okay.
All right, nice packaging job here.
Okay.
Ooh, look at this.
Let me see.
Let me
fold Chosen One.
That's the name, huh? What weight to put on a player, man?
That's what they call
That's
them.
crazy. Now, does that bother you?
Nah, I'm cool.
Okay.
A little rip, I'm cool.
Little rip on the tissue. That's what I was pointing out. Okay. Oh, wow.
Okay.
I like that little detail there.
Yeah.
The chrome finish will flake off with use over time.
Okay, so that's the back.
So they're giving you a little warning on that. Okay. Okay. First impressions right away. Let's check out the other one.
Let me see.
I'm gonna close this up.
Wait. Yep, got that smell.
That's authentic smell.
Yes, sir.
That's an authentic smell.
Nice. Okay. Air Zoom Generation unveiling. BobbyKicks. First time you ever seen it. Talk to me, man.
Like I said before, when I saw these in pictures and people wearing them, I thought, okay, cool. This has a build like a basketball shoe, like a durable basketball shoe. Yeah. At first impression, feeling it, it does have a heft to it. Okay. It doesn't feel light. It doesn't feel like a. Well, I'm comparing this to the shoes that I'm used to. Okay, so there's that little standard. Okay, and I'm a big '90s fan, so the shoes that I wear on foot to play basketball are usually like retro '90s shoes. Okay, and I always compare them to that. So I'm not really used to like the newer styles of the synthetic leathers, the lighter materials. I like materials. I like padding. I like leather. I like stitching. Okay. This has that. That's why I like.
So this checks off.
I think so.
Everything that you like in a basketball shoe.
At first glance, this has all those details that a classic '90s shoe, even in the early 2000s, has. So I appreciate that. Okay. In terms of design, nice tumbled leather right here on the toe. That looks pretty good. I like this ventilation right here on the side. This is an awesome detail. I noticed that right away when I was touching this. So there's like a little air vent here, which is very important for ballers. So that's really cool. I like that detail. Little mesh vent there.
Do you know what the cushion setup is?
Well, the name says it, right? So Zoom Generation. So that's awesome. It has Zoom.
So it has Zoom. So the back, this little back, and they kind of separated it right here. So this whole chunk right here, this little piece is Max here. So that's Air Max.
Nice.
This whole piece and this whole front piece right here is Zoom.
Nice.
Right, and so
Zoom feels beautiful, man, on the foot.
Zoom is the best.
That's it, man.
Come on.
Especially on this little area right here, like it just feels super like the 14s. I was wearing the 14s not too long ago. Jordan 14s. On court. Yeah. With that little Zoom pocket in the front, and I was just it just felt so great, I can imagine that has the same feel.
Yeah. All right, well, before I break down a little history of it, tell a story, and talk about these. What other details do you like in the shoe?
I like the color scheme. It's simple. Like I said, to me, this reminds me of a 90s shoe. So overall, design-wise, it has a cool 90s look to it.
90s vibe to it, okay.
White and black, very simple. Honestly, when I saw this shoe, it didn't look like a signature shoe because I didn't see any heavy branding. And since this is a first version or the first shoe,
yeah,
I think they were still in development of like his logo, his branding, right? So it didn't have his branding yet on it. I don't see anything.
Oh yeah, of course, right there. Look.
I mean, it has his name.
Look, that's the first ever LeBron logo.
Okay, my bad. My mistake.
His first 3 sneakers, actually 4, had the L23 with the crown.
Okay. So that shows you how much I know about LeBron. And I'm not because I don't want to. It's just I'm not familiar. And these are the things that we teach each other. So I'm cool with that. This
unveiling is a Kickstory lesson right here.
It's a little lesson for me.
This is a AZG Air Zoom Generation Kickstory lesson. What else you like? What else you like in the details?
Ah man, the little chrome piece on the back is kind of cool.
Chrome,
you know? So there's gonna be that chrome piece there. The padding feels pretty good. Man, that padding feels. Right. It's like a little waffle cone. There's like little circles in there.
Kickstory, ready?
Okay.
This technology inside is called Nike Sphere. So if you remember back in like the early 2000s, they had the Nike combat gear. Football players would wear it, right? It had little circular holes. You put it on top of padding and it give you like a little bouncy cushion.
Yeah.
LeBron wanted, first of all, the designers of these shoes. 3 legendary designers. Tinker Hatfield, Eric Avar, and Aaron Cooper.
Jeez, triple threat, man.
Okay. Crazy story. Crazy story.
Cool. That's cool.
And the first thing they told LeBron is that you're going to wear the most comfortable shoe ever. Because LeBron said, I want the most comfortable shoe ever. He said, no problem. So the first thing they thought about was this Nike Sphere. Where this Nike Sphere is all inside the inner booty of the shoe.
Yeah.
So it helps with padding, as you can see.
That feels good.
Right? You feel that, right?
Yeah.
And they actually added this Nike Sphere in the LeBron 2s and the LeBron 3s. LeBron 4s, they went away because that was a foam posit. But, yeah. Right, so this kind of got that combat, get ready, lace up your sneakers, let's go to war type feel. You know what I mean? Helps with ventilation. Now think about what I just said about the 3 most the 3 designers.
Dude, yeah.
Right, so they created the Jordan line.
Yeah.
Tinker, Pennies, Pippins. These 3 designers. Now, crazy. I want to tell you about the story, but I want to see if there's a detail that's amazing to me, that's rare in sneakers, that for an initial sneaker that pops out to me. You see any detail before it pops out to me, so it's personal.
Okay, so I'm looking at the front, which would be like, I guess, on the side, right?
Okay.
So you're telling me to see what?
No, just like what pops out. You know what? This,
me personally, okay.
This to me exudes. This speaks luxury. That
toe?
All right, close.
That toe has that tumble, leather feel, like texture to it. So, I mean, that stands out to me. Mm-hmm. But I mean, even the chrome piece up top here, that little metal piece right
Nike
here,
piece,
this little chrome toe on the front. Again,
chrome eyelids.
Yeah, again, these chrome pieces remind me of the classic 90s. Like, it has those little hints of like, in the build, it looks durable. It definitely has that durability that I think LeBron was looking for. The cushion when you feel it's like, all right, it's there.
Listen, one thing that I loved about this shoe, and they did these little details. It's a little detail, but it speaks luxury. Look at the lining of the leather. Look at the lining stitching. Okay. Look at how it pops out. Look at how if you look under it, right? It literally like the whole shoe is like has this thick like little prestige lining around it above the stitching. That this to me it looks luxurious. It looks like it's cost a lot of money, and these only cost $110 when they came out.
In the first,
03.
That's how it always goes.
Right?
Like the first price.
If you look at the back, look at the back. Look at that thick leather piece lining. That's like luxury right here. Yeah. You see what I mean?
Yeah, you don't see the seam. They covered that seam, so that way it doesn't look like a cheap cut of just a bunch of leather on top of it. All right, I'll give you that.
Right. To me, that popped out to me when I first got these. And let me give you a little Kickstory on this. Okay, so. I don't know if you know, 2003, there were 3 sneaker companies that were fighting for LeBron. Nike, Adidas, and Reeboks. Okay? LeBron, what they did was they wanted to, first of all, Nike paid LeBron 7 years, $90 million contract while he was in high school. Okay? So, listen to what happened before draft. Nike had a whole plan. Reebok and Adidas gave sketches. Reebok did a presentation to LeBron and Reebok headquarters in Massachusetts, right? and did a presentation. They did sketches. They showed what the Reebok LeBrons would be.
Just sketches, then.
Right.
Okay.
LeBron was wearing Adidas.
That's true.
In high school, he also was like also a free agent. He was wearing Jordans, but remember he wore like the Kobe American flag Adidas, the Kobe 2s. I believe
he wore some 9s too.
Yeah, he wore some Jordan 9s.
Yeah.
They gave. These sneaker companies wanted LeBron so much to give him play exclusive. He was the only high school player that
yeah, that's crazy.
Exclusive.
That's crazy, man. Like,
okay.
how much...
Okay.
I'm just surprised they gave that much attention to him, but I mean, they saw something.
They saw something.
Yeah, for sure.
But you know what Nike did? Nike did 9 prototypes of a physical
shoe. Dang.
And gave it to LeBron. That was their introduction to presenting LeBron. So they were the only company that had prototypes. They had sample size 9, and they had his size, I think at the time, size 15. So Nike, genius. Everybody else is doing samples and giving visions. They say, here.
Feel it out. Feel it. Feel it. This is what we want to build for you.
This is the vision.
Yeah.
This is the vision.
That's crazy.
Now, the inspiration behind this shoe, biggest sneaker rumor, LeBron's Hummer. I don't know if you remember back in 2003.
He had a Hummer when he was in high school?
Back in 2003, some agent, someone gave him a Hummer, but didn't give it to him, gave it to his mother, right? But then I think he got like suspended for a couple games.
That's like the workaround, for legal reasons, right? I get it.
So, so when these came out, this is off of LeBron Hummer. This ran for years, decades. That this shoe was inspired by his Hummer. This shoe had minor details about his Hummer. Right, if you look at the eyelids, the 2 eyelids right here, that was almost like the door handle, or like I believe it was the door handle, or like the.
It does have a bulk feel to it.
It does.
Okay.
It does.
Okay.
And then like he had like a couple of birthday gifts. There's different inspirations behind this, but this wasn't solely for the Hummer, and the designers confirmed that too.
Okay.
Right. What they wanted to do was they wanted to build a one of one. Another interesting fact that I learned about this. Okay, Kickstory. So Nike wanted LeBron to wear the number 5, as they wanted this sneaker, and they wanted his introduction to Nike and the NBA in the basketball world. They wanted him to be like a one of one. So they said, hey, we want you to wear number 5. They even did a logo that had like an LJ and like 5 marks. Okay, and they said, why? We want you to be a trendsetter. You're gonna be your own person. You're gonna wear the number 5 because you're gonna be the first player to play a 5 position in the NBA. So Nike had that vision.
Okay.
Right.
Good storytelling.
So they did prototypes of this and everything of LeBron sketches of number 5, and LeBron said Nike didn't want him to wear 23 because who's 23.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. But LeBron was dramatically inspired by Michael Jordan, so it makes sense. Yeah. Shoot, I was in the NBA, I would wear number 23 too.
I don't know. That'd be kind of hard to wear, because now the expectation of him being, given that name, the chosen one, and then the 23, and then being already anointed like the GOAT, before even play. It's like all that weight. It's like 23, and then it's like, I don't know. That's just a lot.
You know what? But that speaks volumes to who he is, because he bought that. He bought that smoke. He's like, bring that smoke to me. Bring that pressure. And he called himself King James. How you gonna call yourself King at 18?
That's him.
King James.
I thought that was like a branding thing.
He ran with it. So I'm not gonna say he created it. I don't know. Probably Nike, somebody.
Yeah.
But he ran with it. All his commercials had King James. This sneaker had an ad. There's an ad with him sitting on a king chair
I've seen
with
that.
2 lions. Like, you're 18 years old, bro. What are you doing? So he knew what he was going to be.
Well, they were building his image. That's just good marketing on Nike's end. So that's what they do best. You know what I'm saying?
100%.
So let me ask you this: when was your first pair of these?
Okay, so I just gave you a Kickstory. Okay. Right, little history lesson of the. Now here's my Kickstory. Okay. So back in 2003. I'm in New York, right? Heavy into playing basketball. I'm in entertainment field. Okay. I didn't get this color. These are cool, but I didn't get this color. 2003. This is when I believe like Jordan retros was coming, like the metallic 5s and
all the different colors. Yeah.
Right. So I was like, cool. I was into that, but I was like, I want to color. I'm gonna get this, but I want a color that's gonna like wow people.
Just splash, huh?
And you know what I bought? I bought these. In New York, you know the Timberland, Timberland boots.
Yeah.
Like Timberland boots,
Okay.
So in New York, we call them constructs.
Okay.
That's our New York thing. We call them constructs. You can wear constructs, or
never heard that
you
before.
can wear them year round, right?
Okay.
And you got to be certain constructs. If you're from New York, you're listening to this podcast or watching it, you know what I'm talking about with the leather on top. You probably don't know what I'm talking about. It's all good. it's all good. So constructs. So
they're boots, right?
They're boots.
Okay.
Right? The Timberland boots.
Okay. The classic. Okay.
The classic. So I saw. I believe Slam Magazine at the time they had advertisers on this colorway. So LeBron, the rookie versus sophomore. The rookie versus sophomore All-Star.
Oh yeah. I'm sorry. Yes.
So when the rookie team was like Melo, LeBron,
right.
And I saw LeBron, I'm like, why is he wearing Constructs? Why is he wearing boots?
Oh, okay.
And I looked, and it was this shoe, all tan suede.
The wheat. So
so when I saw that rookie game, I said, and I just remember, out of everyone on the court, those sneakers, it looked like he was playing the boots. I was like,
that's crazy. Yeah, that is crazy. To see him for the first time, it's like, what the heck are those? Yeah.
And you never see it. For me personally, it had the same effect. All right, not the same effect, but a similar emotion to when Jordan wore the patent leathers.
Okay.
Not to compare it. There's no comparison to the Jordan 11s. But when you see something shiny in a court and nobody else on the court is wearing something like that,
it stands out. And you want to know more about it.
What the hell is that? Yeah. So I was like, wait a minute. Yeah. LeBron is wearing Constructs. Because in New York, they're like Timberlands. I'm like,
it connects to you specifically because you're where you're from.
100%.
Got it. Cool.
100%.
Cool.
So I immediately went to the store. $110. That's what I remember. Paid $110. Came to like $116.75.
When you can actually go to the store and get the shoes.
There was no issues.
No issues, right? No raffles.
But guess what? Nobody bought them.
Yeah.
Nobody bought them.
Really?
I actually bought a second pair for $65.
Damn, they went on sale?
They went on sale like months later. Nobody bought them.
Jeez.
Okay? And I remember one of the pairs, I started playing ball in them. And people were laughing at me like from afar. They was like, yo, why you playing in Constructs? From afar.
Yeah.
Then they look like, what the hell are those? And I always try to be like, when it comes to sneakers, I don't like to wear what everyone else wears.
Sure.
Like when Jordans come out, I like to wear them like months later.
Yeah.
Everybody else got their dirty.
Same here.
That was like kind of like my mentality in high school, right? So when these Constructs when these LeBrons came out with the Constructs, I made sure I played ball in them. In every single park, every single place I went in New York, people used to be like, what are you doing? Like, why are you playing in boots? And they look, they're like, what?
They take a closer look and what are those?
So that's my Kickstory, the Constructs LeBron. Now they retroed them.
I remember seeing those. Yeah.
They retroed them, and they retro a bunch of colors. But when they retro these, I always said to myself, when they do this again, because last one was 2015, I gotta get it.
Yeah, that's definitely a nostalgic thing for you. Yeah,
man.
I can imagine, like, okay, the wheat, they're nubuck. They're like suede, like the nubuck. Okay.
Yeah.
I can imagine you playing outdoors in suede, wheat suedes. Dude, those things are going to be like scuffed up just like work boots. They're going to look like work boots. So that's kind of funny, you know, to kind of just get that visual like construction boots, like after work, you know. It's like, wow, okay.
And they left permanent marks. I remember seeing like
you
can't get those out.
I mean, that's the color fades and all that stuff. So yeah, but these are really cool. No, honestly, like I'm really impressed by this shoe. Like I said before, I've only seen these on people and on pictures, and pictures of LeBron wearing them too.
For sure.
And like I said, I thought, all right, cool. This looks like a '90s shoe, so I appreciate that. And I don't have any LeBrons.
Yeah.
I know you playing them. Yeah. You played in some, right?
I'm a bigger guy. Pause. So for me, this LeBron shoes always work for me. It always works for me because we got the Zoom Air, we got the tight.
The construction is for a bigger dude. Yeah, and that makes sense.
Yeah.
I mean, you like the LeBrons, so you like the way they feel on court.
You know what? I like LeBron 1 through 7.
Okay.
And then when he did the 8, he did the South Beaches. So I actually like LeBron's signature line.
Okay.
Right. What they doing now? We currently in 2023. I'm not really a fan of what they're doing. I think LeBron is trying to be like Kobe. I think with the low tops and all that.
The low tops is crazy for me, man. Just overall.
Yeah. I mean, NBA players always been doing it. It's not like a new thing. Mike Bibby was always doing it when he had a Special Jordan.
That's
Derek
right.
Anderson. You know what I mean?
That's right.
Steve Nash. Even Jordan wore low top twos. So low tops has been around.
Low top twos. You're right. No, I'll give you that. Yeah, for sure.
But for somebody to weigh 270 pounds.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Like,
come on.
Just every baller knows, man.
Yeah.
Twisting your ankle.
Yeah.
Is a B. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like it's like it's just frustrating because it's like it slows you down. You have to recover.
Yeah,
it's just a painful process, and especially if you were to fracture it, because that's always a risky thing right there. And honestly, like I'm talking out of experience, like if you're not wearing the right shoes on court, dude, like you can get some major damage.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? So I always worry about these low tops and about these synthetic materials.
For sure.
Where's the stitching? Where's the heavy leather that's gonna keep your foot in, secure? These to me had that build that felt like, all right, these look like they can perform on court for a bigger dude like LeBron, and It's funny because we were talking about this earlier. Like LeBron, to me, the build, he reminded me so much of Larry Johnson, like in the build. Not so much athletically, but the build.
Shoulders.
All that. I was like, dude, this is a big guy. A big young guy. So it's kind of cool to see that similarity. I always like to tie into the past because that's how that's how I work. But no, these are cool. I really like this. I like the box.
They
it's
kept
2000s
it
box.
They kept it OG.
That's really cool.
That's surprised. I didn't know they was gonna do that. I don't think they did that in 2015. So that's kind of cool.
And it's funny because if you notice, overall, Nike wants to tap into that nostalgia now. They're finally getting it. They're finally seeing like there's a market there for retros and really covering to the box to the shape as close as they can to like the OGs. They're really paying attention to those details.
And you know what? And there's a comparison, right? There's a comparison, and they did a heck of a job. Yeah. With the only thing that the OG it's a couple of main things, but the height the OG had, like it was a little bit of a higher top. That's right. It was a little bit of a higher top. So yeah, man. But
2000s is like this is when this LeBron, 2000s is his era. Yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying? So there's going to be a lot of like young kids that were born in the 2000s. This is going to be like they're like Jordan. Yeah. What it was in the 80s for those that were born in that era, right? So this is kind of a special shoe because for you, because the way you saw him and the Wheats and you played him stuff like that too, and that's awesome to hear. I mean, I'd be interested to know a little bit more about his whole line, performance, man. I mean, for me, you gotta buy another pair. You gotta play in them. You gotta play in them.
I don't play. You gotta. I don't play in my kicks. I only play basketball in that new high tech.
The latest.
The latest tech. Yeah. Other than that, I'm chilling in these.
Okay. How about this? Buy some Wheats. Okay. Playing them. Okay. In the playground, recreate that scene, man. Recreate that scene.
You know what? I could do that. I could probably do that.
Have fun with it.
And one last thing. Look at the traction on this, man.
Okay. No, for sure. That looks good.
Look at the traction.
That looks good.
Look at the traction on that. The traction on that is definitely top tier. Definitely top tier traction.
That's one thing I always like to pay attention to in a basketball shoe. Like you feel it right there. Yeah.
This feels good. Another little detail. If you put the shoe together, right, and you look, LJ, LeBron James. Right, little details. Okay. Little details here and there. Right. I think Nike. And last thing before we wrap. I think Nike played it a little safe with these.
Design-wise?
Design-wise.
You're right. I noticed that. It's not too crazy.
You know what I'm saying?
The color scheme is very simple. But again, I like it.
Yeah, I like it. For sure. I just think that they played it safe. They wanted to and they smart. They named the Air Zoom generation. It's not cool, LeBron. And if you look here, it also said, it
says LeBron on the tongue.
On the tongue, right? Yeah. So there's little details that have. This is his signature. They got his logo, tongue. So, but it's a clean, safe shoe. It stands out. There's no shoe that looks like it. So they kept it authentic in terms of being a one of one in terms of a signature athlete. Yeah. Right. But it's not mind-boggling. It's not. No, it's not.
It's not like there's nothing like mind-blowing.
No.
It's simple. I mean, this to me can be definitely on and off-court shoe easily.
For sure. You know what I'm saying? Man, listen. This with Nike Tech Fleece and just like this hang out some sweats. These are the moves. You know what I think they did? Now that I think about it, this is the Air Jordan 1.
They're playing it safe kind of thing.
Because the Air Jordan, now this has its own look. Air Jordan 1 kind of like Dunks too, right?
It did have a similar feel to it. Yeah.
But they played it safe.
Yeah, it wasn't too dramatically like other than the color scheme. Because remember the black and red ones were like over the top.
100%.
But overall,
right?
I got you.
So I almost feel like I almost feel like Nike, because if you look at other Nike athletes, I know I'm going on a tangent, but hey, this is what Kickstory is about. Okay,
it's all part of the history.
100%. You notice that other Nike signature athletes, their first shoe was pretty wild. Stop and think. The penny ones was wild.
Okay, now what are the penny ones?
I'm gonna say the penny ones are the Max penny ones. Not you're gonna say Flight One, right? You're gonna say the Air Flight ones with the one tab, the Jordan wore.
Oh yeah,
Flight ones. Flight one because I had a one.
I had the one tab
for
on.
For me, a signature is the Air Max penny one with the wing. Like that was a dramatic looking shoe.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? You look at the first Scottie Pippins, the Pippen ones with the 33s, the Air Max.
That was a cool first first one for
shit.
his first signature. That was pretty good. Yeah, that was.
You know, look at the first Kobe's. The first Kobe's, it almost had it had almost a safe vibe, but it was different. The Kobe ones, but I just feel like LeBron and Jordan, and you know, this could be controversy because I'm not comparing it. Listeners, I'm not comparing the Jordan ones to these. I'm just saying from a mindset of a designer. Designers, I think when the three designers came together, Hatfield, Cooper,
they were concentrating more on the comfort and the performance.
Yes, sir.
And then secondary was more on like designing, like getting crazy with it.
Word.
I get you that. Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Yeah, but man, this is dope, man. I'm glad.
Cool.
I'm glad.
I'm glad I got to see
this,
it,
man. Yeah, this is cool.
For me, this is definitely an awesome lesson to learn some stuff, you know, because like I said, I'm not heavy on the LeBrons for a lot of reasons, not because it's like, you know, it's just I just never gravitated towards them because, like I said, I'm always on the OG side of things and retros, but definitely cool shoe. I love it. I think it has a nice, cool, simple feel to it, design wise, and all those things. So I'm glad you had let me open these up. So this is awesome, yeah.
Yeah, man, good looking, man. Well, listen, man, this is a great shoe unveiling, man, and I'm glad we were able to have this, man, and yeah, plenty more, man.
Yeah, this is cool. This is fun. Thanks for sharing, man.
My man.
All right, man, guys, we'll wrap it up, and yeah.
Yes, sir. Well, on to the next one.
Let's do it.
Yes, sir. Be good, man.
See ya.
Yes, sir. Later, guys. Thank you for watching this episode of Kickstory. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any episodes. And stay connected with us on Instagram and these podcast platforms listed here. We also want to hear from you. So make sure to comment below and give us your thoughts. Thanks again for your support, and we'll see you next time.